Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding Gadgets. I've got the Scorpion ADF-9000 helmet arrived today. Now, I got this helmet for a couple of specific reasons. One is that the recesses for the speaker holes are bigger than any other on the market. I think they're 50mm that they will take. So, and I do have a set of speakers that are quite big that I think will fit in nicely. And there seems to be quite a nice big recess in there. I can feel it, so it's quite deep. So they're not pushing into your ears, which I hate. That's happened with a couple of my RIs, the 2Rexes. But also, this chin piece comes off, and there is a mounting plate for a camera. So, you know, you don't need to use any of the other solutions. This is the mounting plate. So this just screws in underneath here. I'm not going to do it yet, but I have ordered another part for this one because this one needs a U-shaped kind of mount with the GoPro mount attachment, and I've got that on order. That should be arriving probably in the next day or so. So that will go into here, and then this goes in here. So if you bought this because you want to get a camera mounted on there, be aware that you're still going to need one bit to go in here. I'll put a link in the video description so that you know which one it is that you need to buy for this. But that's the reason for the helmet. Now, I've tried it on as well. It fits quite nicely. I measured myself twice. Well, my wife measured my head again, and I come in at 56 centimeters. And I decided to not go for the 55 to 56, but the 57 to 58. And I'm glad I did, because this just fits and it's quite snug. You know, it's not quite too tight, but it's on the verge, if you know what I mean. But knowing most helmets do loosen after a month or so, so I think it will loosen up a bit. And if it loosens too much, this does have like an air bladder system in the cheek pads, and there's a little pump in here that you just pump up, and it can pump up the cheek pads to whatever you need it to be. It's quite a cool idea, rather than have cheek pads that you need to swap out, which invariably means you need to spend more money to buy the cheek pads. I've done that before, where with RI, where I've ended up buying an extra 2 sets, because then the first set I bought didn't feel right, then I bought a second set, and it starts to get quite costly. With this, the air bladder just tightens up the pads enough to whatever you feel it needs to be, and you can loosen it. There's another release valve next to it there, you just press that to loosen it. So I think it's a decent enough system for getting a perfect fit. I mean, around like the crown and everything is fine. It's just right at the moment. Well, tiny bit tight, but again, I think that'll loosen enough that will be okay once I get using it. But that's the reason for buying this helmet. And apart from that, I think it seems like quite good quality. You know, I like the way that it snaps into place here and everything. So, you know, it's not going to fly up in the wind and stuff. The first position here, where to leave it cracked open, is quite wide though, I've got to say. I mean, that's over an inch. I mean, I'm used to it maybe being about here normally, you know, not as wide as this, just maybe to about here. But the first position is quite high, you know, so where it locks in. But I'll need to get used to that, I suppose. It comes with a pin lock. So it's got the pin lock with it, you know, so that's it. And it's designed for this one. It says on it, made for Scorpion EXO ADF-9000 Air and XT-9000 Carbon. And it also comes with a smoked visor. I have never used a smoked visor before, ever. Mainly because it's just something that cops are going to pull you over for. But if you're going off-road and stuff and it's an adventure helmet, you do have one. And it takes a pin lock as well. I mean, I might give it a go. I'll see, because, you know, I mean, my understanding in the UK at least, the law used to be that if they stopped you and if you said, well, I've got a clear one as well in the back, and you know, in my pannier or something, and you show them and say, as soon as it gets dark, I'll change it, they usually went okay. So I don't know what it's like in the rest of Europe, if they do that, or in the States. Indeed. It's also got a sun visor built in, which again surprises me that they give you that, smoke visor as well. But, seems to work okay. I'm not a big fan of these kind of smoked visors inside because over time they start to get dirty and it's really difficult to clean them. That's been my experience, but I'm going to try and keep this clean and we'll see how it goes. But I don't see me using it very much, to be honest. Not the internal built-in visor, but we'll see. I might end up, because it's there, I might end up using it. So what I'm going to do first, which I do to all my helmets, is I ceramic coat them. So it just makes them nicer, helps them last longer. So I'm going to be applying the ceramic coat to all, including the visor, which then makes it hydrophobic, and if it rains, it just flies off really, really quickly. I find on the visor, because you end up scrubbing a lot because you've got insects and you use heavy cleaners, the ceramic doesn't last as long. But I recoat the visor probably every 6 months or so. The one I'm using is like a 5-year one, and it lasts quite well on the rest of the helmet, but here it won't, because I'm using heavy duty cleaners to get all the crap off. But as I said, I just keep reapplying. Or you can just buy one of the spray-on type ones and do it. It's very good to do because it just keeps the helmet nice and keeps your visor hydrophobic completely, where just the rain just flies off, so it's worth doing that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be putting one of my comm systems into this as well, and I'll see how that goes as well. I don't think I'm going to film that because I don't think I need to do that. But I'm going to put the comm system in, and then I'll do a couple of road tests on it to let you guys know how it actually performs. And once I've got my DJI Osmo Action 4 mounted on here, because that was the main attraction for me, was being able to put the camera here rather than have any other kind of mount or anything else. And that just seems like a really nice solution to me. I really like that, and the recesses for the speakers, which are bigger than any other helmet on the market. I think the others could learn from that, because it does need bigger recesses now, because all the manufacturers are making bigger and bigger speakers for these. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.